Hello everyone and welcome back to Football Manager 2018 and our Newcastle United series as we get into the Carabao Cup final at Wembley. We've managed to make it all the way to the final of this competition in our first season at Newcastle, the biggest occasion Newcastle have had for quite some time since the days of Alan Shearer in the FA Cup semi-finals. It's a huge opportunity for the team to write themselves into the history books, and it's a pretty poor team that is going to be challenged with doing that, I have to say. There's not one player in this entire starting 11 other than maybe Williams, who I see being here in 2 seasons' time. Mbemba and Marino possibly, but generally, possibly Lascelles maybe as well, but generally I think they're all going to be on their way out at some point. I'm actually going to make a last minute change. I don't think Marino should be playing at centre back. I'm going to put Colback out for Adarabioyo and have Marino start up there. I think it might be better the other way around as well. So there is the starting 11 for this cup final against Arsenal. Arsenal did crush us 5-2 when we played them a few weeks ago, so we really need to pick up from where we were, because that was not good enough and it needs to be good today. We're going to be playing with Saive, Williams and Diame up front, with Marino and Shelvey in midfield. Then it's Dummett, Colback, Mbemba, Lascelles and Manquillo. Not Colback, I want Adarabioyo there. If the game will let me change. Why isn't it letting me change for Adarabioyo? There we go, he's in there now. Adarabioyo, Mbemba and Lascelles in defence with Elliott in goal. It's not a strong team, but the tactics has carried us all the way to this final, and we just need it to carry us one more time to silverware and a place in Europe. Now, for the schedule of today's episode, we've got the Arsenal game before we then play Swansea away. They're down in 15th, and Bournemouth at home, who are 10th. We could do with a couple of wins. We've been on a really poor run of form at the moment, not the best form for a cup final, but hopefully this will be the catalyst that turns our season round and gives us a piece of silverware finally. Well, we are kicking the game off. It's Saive with the ball, trying to send it forward to Marino. Not in a bad sort of start to this game here. If we can get a couple of shots off early, it would really set us up well, but Arsenal are the team who've had a couple of efforts already. We have had one shot though, that's encouraging. I think it came in pretty much the first minute, and still 0-0 after 15 minutes. If we can hang on to full time without even scoring, but as long as we can keep a clean sheet, I would back us after 90 minutes to go on and do the business in extra time, if not on penalties. At the moment though, Arsenal absolutely all over us. 6 efforts, 2 on target. We've only had 1 shot in the first few minutes, which was off target. But we are shutting them out at the moment. 37 minutes gone. It's a strong Arsenal team. Sanchez is in there. No Ozil, no Lacazette. But Sanchez puts the cross in and it's come out to him again. He puts it in once more and it has gone in the back of the net. Lozano with it, but I think it's offside. It is offside. Apparently they're saying Rob Elliott was offside. I think it's because it was an own goal. But we have managed to survive that scare there. And with 5 minutes to go till half time, it is still 0-0. We are really under the cosh though. We just need to see out till half time. Although there's a highlight here with Czech sending the ball long forward. Iwobi wins ahead of Marino, cuts it out. Now it's Shelvey on towards Manquillo, but he's given the ball away to Kolasinac. Iwobi puts the ball through and Alexis Sanchez in on goal. Good save by Elliott. That is not something I want to be saying too much. Alexis Sanchez in on goal, but they have a late corner as well. Kolasinac's header does go wide and we do get the goal kick that will see us into half time. Well, I'm going to tell the team I'm happy with how they're performing, even though I'm not really, but I think given that it's 0-0 at half time, it is going to encourage the team the best. And at 0-0, anything could happen in the second half. It only takes one chance for us to steal a goal and then shut them out, and we do win this competition. So at half time, I am very happy with a 0-0. We just need to try and go the distance. It'd be nice at some point to get a shot on goal. I'm thankful we don't have a yellow card at this point because we've committed a lot of fouls, and I imagine they will continue to rack up. Sanchez definitely the most dangerous player for Arsenal. I don't need warning about that, thanks very much assistant manager, but he's down to 70% fitness, which is quite helpful. Santi Cazorla has come on for Paul Lozano. Not really sure if there's any changes I can make. Walcott puts the ball in from a corner. It's come to Debuchy, and it's our former player Mathieu Debuchy, who's completely on the fringes of the Arsenal team, who has scored in the 66th minute of the cup final. And has he just sunk our hopes? With about 20 minutes left to go, we need to make a change. We just don't have many options available. We can bring Jack Cole back on for John Joe Shelvey, who's having a poor match. And I guess we should also bring Gale on. I can bring him on for Williams, I think, which is a little bit controversial. But I think we need a finisher in the middle of those front three. 15 minutes left to go. It's not looking encouraging at the moment. Arsenal, just a better team right now. Let's bring off Manquillo because we do have Yedlin on the bench. And that freshness down the right flank might come in handy with 10 minutes to go. Another corner for Arsenal though. Cazorla puts it in. Dummett clears it away well. It does go straight out for a throw-in. I think the highlight there was the fact that they nearly got a chance in at the near post, but with 5 minutes to go, it is not looking encouraging. I think I would like to switch to overload, but the game just freezing a little bit here. I've not really used any of these things here, but we're still on counter at the moment. We need to go, I think, into attacking and just hope that that does the business for us. I don't know why it has an auto preset to attacking. I mean, that's 5 minutes to go that we've finally gone attacking. Here's Debussy with a throw-in though. Could be a highlight here. Marino onto Gale. Can we counter-attack? Can we get something from this cup final? Gale going forward. He's got a run there. It's Diarme, who has got a knock though. Cech sends the ball on to Rob Holding. Hopefully he makes a mistake. He sends it back to Cech. And it's out to Monreal. 89th minute here. It would be a great time to get a goal. Xhaka forward to Iwobi. He plays it into Alexis Sanchez. Man on the right there is Walcott. Sanchez making another run in the middle. It could be all over for us. And it's just gone wide there from Walcott's cross. But I don't think there's enough time left. 4 minutes of added time. It doesn't look like we're going to get this last chance though. And it's going to be a really disappointing way to lose. Mathieu Debussy from a corner. The reason that we've lost to the final at Wembley, that is really, really difficult to take. We weren't good enough. Arsenal did deserve to win the cup final, but it means we have lost. You can see the little animation there. It looks like they're holding an inflatable trophy. Ticker tape coming down on the pitch as well. Disappointing. That could have been us, but we just weren't good enough. We shut shop, and as soon as they scored, we did not have enough on offer to be able to get back into it, and we have been knocked out of both cup competitions. And to be honest, we don't have an awful lot left to play for in the league. When we look at the competition screen, we did well to reach Carabao Cup final, but knocked out in the 5th round, which was our board expectation. The board in the league just wanted us to avoid relegation. At the moment we're on for a top half finish, but with about 9 games to go, I think we're just too far off the teams above us, 10 points behind the European places. And we're reasonably safe from everybody below us. Interesting, Liverpool just 3 points go to the relegation zone, and Burnley have a game in hand. So that'll be something interesting to watch as the season progresses. But right now, we are some way off the teams that we want to catch. Well, we now need to take on Swansea in the Premier League. We are away from home for this one, but there's a bit of transfer news to tell you about. And for once, it's a player coming in. We have signed, or are about to sign, that's the wrong screen for it, Andrea Pinamonti, who I think could be a top quality player for us. Now, he is a striker. He is not an attacking midfielder, so we may need to retrain him into that role, but he has 16 finishing and great stats across the board. He is a pretty known wonder kid for FM18, so worth signing him if you haven't already. Obviously he can play in various different positions, which will be really useful for us, and I think he's just well suited to that attacking midfield role, and with 16 finishing he could do an absolutely brilliant job. So he'll be joining us in the summer for £10 million, the same amount we paid for George Williams, and definitely a step up on George Williams if you ask me. So the front three starting to take a bit of shape now, with Punchin in there as well, although he's not exactly shown since we signed him. Now Diarme joins Williams and Punchin up front for this one. We've got Saive and Shelvey in midfield, with Dummett, Clark and Bembala Sals and Manquillo in defence, and Rob Elliott in goal. Manquillo finds Shelvey. He plays it forward to Williams. Good ball over the top, and Diarme is in behind here. He's got Punchin up there with him. Can Punchin finally score? No, instead he puts it straight down the throat of Fabianski, and we get to see a nice little glitch alongside it. Tammy Abraham sends the ball out wide to Robinho. That can't be the Robinho, surely. He puts it into the box. Rocky Meza with the effort, and I think it struck the post, but we do clear it out. It would be hilarious if Swansea signed Robinho, that absolute legend. Saive heads the ball out. It comes to Zanelli Options in the box, he finds Moy Gomez, but it's into the arms of Elliott. Elliott's long ball forward, looking for Williams, who actually gets to bring it down first time. He's through on goal as well. He puts it out wide to Manquillo instead. 3 in the box to aim for. Diarme, one of them. He's tackled and they get it away there. I thought there might be a little penalty there. Abraham coming in from the left-hand side. He's got support. He puts it out wide. Zanelli has to track back to get it, but he does get there. Saive with a good interception, now punching over the top for Williams. He's got players around him, he beats one defender and then horrendously shanks the ball wide of the post. Olsen with the throw-in towards Robinho. Comes into the box, but Adara Bioyo puts the ball out. He's come on for Clark. Norton tackled by Dummett. And then Dummett loses the ball. Abraham with the strike, it hits the woodwork. Lascelles gets it away, and once more Dummett the liability in defence. Manquillo with the throw-in, finds Shelvey, puts it on towards Saive, punching in a good position. Back to Saive once more, who loses the ball. We've been doing that so much in this game, it's really unacceptable. Here's Zanelli coming forward, picks out Norton. Zanelli again, well tackled, punching forward to Williams. Can we get the ball through? It's Diarme in on goal, one-on-one with the keeper, and it's saved by Fabianski. Punching with a free kick just before half-time. He tries to play it short and gives the ball away instead. Here's Zanelli. Taking it out to the right. We have been woeful today, there's no doubt about that. Our only good fortune is that Swansea have been pretty poor as well. But here's Robinho on the left-hand side, picking out Olsen. Plenty of players on the edge of the area. Abraham's in there, and Tammy Abraham with a header from, I think, just outside of the box, which says a lot about the goalkeeping, I think. Has made it 1-0 to Swansea, and it's probably deserved just because of how poor we've been in this first half. Adara Bioyo sending the ball forward towards Diarme. Renato Sanchez with a good header, but it comes to Dummett. Now punching. Plays it forward to Williams. Diarme making another run. He's in behind again. Defender holds him up. Diarme to Saive. Good ball out wide to Manquillo, who puts it inside. And Diarme can't miss from there. And we do have an equaliser. It's the first time I've been able to cheer about something in this series for quite some time. Just 5 minutes left in this game. Saive picking up the ball, finds Murphy. Is there a last attack here? Jason Puncheon's in behind. Can he finally score? No, instead he just lofts that one well over the keeper and the crossbar. And now it's a corner to Swansea. Moy Gomez puts it in. It comes back out towards him. He takes control of it, finds Ayew on the edge of the area, and it's gone straight through to Fernandes, but I think the flag's up there. Fernandes very unlucky to be offside in that position. It was a big stroke of fortune the ball came to him, and we have escaped that one. Here's Puncheon though with a free kick, dinked into the box. Saive's in there and it's over the bar. That was our chance. Both teams there had chances to get a goal but weren't able to. Well, just a couple of seconds left here in this game, and there is the full-time whistle. It has finished 1-1. A missed opportunity, I think, in that game. We really should have scored. It's really funny, some of this stuff. A palpably awkward silence as you enter the room. Players disinterested, very tense. I need to turn this squad around in the summer. I just want to get to the end of the season. I feel like our season has already come to an end. I mean, this form's terrible over the last 5 games. Hopefully against Bournemouth we'll be able to pick it up with a win. But we've also got West Brom away to come as well. So a few opportunities to get a win and turn around the morale of the team, because it needs to happen soon. I could still be sacked even if we avoid relegation if we don't win between now and the end of the season. So there is definitely work to do. Well, here is our last chance to get a win in this episode before it comes to an end. It's at home against Bournemouth, who are around 10th place. They are one of the teams chasing us in the league, so we need to try and hold them off if we can. I'm controversially dropping George Williams for this game because I've not been happy with him in the last few matches. And we're going to be playing Puncheon, Perez and Diarme in the front three. Saive and Marino are the two in midfield, both perfect in their respective roles there. We've got Haidara, Clark, Mbemba, Lascelles and Manquillo in defence with Elliott in goal. I think this is one of the best teams I can put out for having complete familiarity with different positions. We're still struggling with that. A lot of the players still learning their new roles, but I think this is one of our better combinations. So we'll see how it does against Bournemouth. I'm pretty sure I've never played this 11 before, so hopefully they do a good job and turn around our fortunes this season. Joado puts the corner in, and King with the header. It comes to Arke on the line, but Haidara manages to get it away. A proper goalmouth scramble there, and we nearly fell behind. Still could. Ibe finds King, and Josh King just tucks it in the bottom corner. and we are in absolute free fall as a club at the moment right now. We've got to start turning this around soon. Can we react straight away here? It's Haidara to punch in. Now Saive pushes it out to Haidara once more. Saive again, trying to cut through the middle, picks out Diame. He goes for goal and he's hit the crossbar from some distance there, nearly dragging us straight back into this game, but just unable to. Here's Wilson coming down the left flank. Good tackle for Marino, but gives the ball away to Arta, and that's a beautiful ball into Josh King, who touches it past the keeper and fortunately finds the side netting rather than the back of the net. And we are really in trouble if we lose this one. Nearly half time here, Saive picking up the ball. Can we get one more chance in before that whistle goes? Diame back to Saive, who's been playing well recently. Now punching, carrying a knock. Back to Saive. Into Iosi Perez, picks out Diame, who might strike it. Instead he finds Punchin. It's saved and it is cleared away. That was such a good chance for us to get back into the game, and we have failed to do so. Francis with the throw in for Bournemouth, finds King. Marino with a good tackle there. Now Punchin onto Iosi Perez. He puts it into Diame. Plenty of players making a run down the left flank. Perez with it now back to Marino. Now Saive. Forward to Punchin. Good ball over the top, and Haidara is in behind. He's got players arriving late. He pulls the ball back. Diame in there does tuck it home. Diame, I think, has got 4 of our last 5 goals as a club, and he has made it 1-1 here. We've now got 40 minutes to try and steal a victory at home against Bournemouth. We have been the better team, to be honest. We just haven't been taking our chances, and now we've got an injury to Diame, our key goal scorer. Williams is going to have to come on for him. I'm also going to bring on Gale for Punchin, who's carrying a knock, and let's hope that they will be able to get that second goal that we desperately need. Gerardo with a free kick, finds Stanislas, edge of the area. He might have a strike. He's got plenty of players at the back stick there, and he really should have used one of them. It's another injury. Williams with the injury this time. We're going to have to bring Murphy on up there now. So that's Punchin, Diame and Williams, who have all got injured in this match, and it's still only 1-1, and we are going to be without most of our attacking midfielders for who knows how long. This has just not been an ideal episode by any stretch of the imagination. We've got 20 minutes left. I think at this point it's a case of trying to see it out rather than going for the win. Here's Stanislas on the right hand side, trying to come forward for Bournemouth. Beats one defender, 2 of them trying to chase him down, but he's got too much pace. He can put a cross in here, looking for Wilson, and there it is. That's the sucker punch, just really putting the icing on the end of this cake for Bournemouth. It's just been such a terrible, terrible run of fixtures. This will be our 6th game without a win, and we are in some real trouble. Gale's corner finds the Sales Clarks in there, but it's denied on the line, very close to getting that late equaliser. We've still got 10 minutes to try and get something. Gale's still challenging in there, but not able to get to it, and Gerardo can get the ball away. Stanislas with the free kick, puts it in towards the back stick, and Mbemba's header comes back to Stanislas. Well tackled by Mbemba again. Now Gale can break forward. He's got an extra man over. It's Murphy. 2 to his left. He picks out Gale once more. He's in the area, and Gale's hit the post. How has he not finished from there? There are 6 minutes of added time, and you can see from the stats, 19 efforts, 8 on target. We haven't been able to get a goal, and even with 6 minutes of added time, it's done nothing for us. It's a home defeat to Bournemouth. A game we really shouldn't have lost. We've picked up 3 key injuries in this game as well, which doesn't help. I'm going to have to just be telling the boys they're unlucky, because it's the only way to try and get their confidence and morale back up at this point. Shouting at them is not working. I need to try and turn to a more supporting style of tact. We get £1 million from Wijnaldum's deal. We've lost Williams for 3 to 6 weeks, which is a major blow because he is such a big player for us. When you look at his career stats, 12 goals, 16 goals in all season, all competitions this season. Diame out for 3 to 5 weeks and Punchin out for a week as well. That's going to be really difficult to deal with, especially on the back of a run of form like this. We've got to take on West Brom, Watford and Man City in the next match. There's only 7 games to the end of the season, to be fair. We just need to get through to the end, and then we can reassess where we are. Top half looking a bit more difficult now. We're still 2 points clear of Watford, but they have a game in hand. If we can finish in the top half from this position, I would be quite happy. But given how many games we're losing at the moment, I don't think that's going to happen unless we get a win in the next 2 games. But if you are enjoying this series despite the rather depressing nature of it, do drop a like on the video. Make sure to subscribe as well. Let me know in the comments if you've got suggestions on how we can turn this around, and follow me on Twitter as well for all the latest updates with the channel. But until next time, see ya.